Happy Wednesday! This is going to be our second video this week where we are going to explain to you how to make trellises or supports for your plants which are going to require them. Before, however, we get to that spot with Miss Polly, we want to serve you guys a quick reminder on a couple things. One, your progress reports come out at the end of this week, so please make sure that that's your priority. Secondly, tonight is most likely our last night that we're going to need to cover plants, so make sure you put in extra effort so we don't lose our plants due to the frosts. Now to you, Miss Polly.
Now we're going to show you what to use as trellises or supports for your plants. You have two types of plants that are going to need supports, your peas and your beans. So things you can use are like this white trellis here. This one's a lot taller than what you're going to need. However, you can just use part of it, or you can even make one yourself out of dowel rods and some finishing nails. That's the height you need it to be. You can also purchase one of these more ornate ones if you want to pizzazz up your garden. They're a little more expensive, but add some more beauty. One of the other things you can use is a fence. If you have a fence in your yard or a gate up somewhere, you can use that as a natural trellis like we have here for our black caps. They just grow right up those bars. Or you can use some other commercial options. So we have a variety of things here that cost anywhere between $2 and $10. You can get them at Dollar General. And if you're like Mrs. Khan and like to add some flair to your garden, you can paint them a lot of fun colors. So there are a lot of different options for those commercial trellises. And I'll show you one more. If you can't find trellises, you can use something like this, which is a section of fencing that goes around like an in-ground garden. We just took these apart and put them in our raised beds, and now they act as natural supports for our plants to grow up. So if you don't have those commercial support systems available at home, or you can't get to the store to make some, that's okay. You can still make your own trellises out of materials you might have laying around the house. So some of you may have some grapevine, or if you don't have grapevine, you can also use sticks. So I cut these at about 1.5 to 2 feet tall, and I have some thicker ones and some thinner ones that are a little more pliable. All you have to do is take these, at least 3 or 4 of the thicker ones, and stick them into the soil next to the plants that you want to support. So I have my peas here in front, and then weave the thinner, more pliable ones in and out. So I'm going to start behind the first stick, in front of the second, behind the third, and in front of the fourth. And then for your last one, do the opposite. So in front of the first, behind the second, in front of the third, and behind the fourth. And this will provide you a nice trellis system that was free. It also looks kind of cool. If you don't have sticks or you just want to use other materials, you could also use a pencil. Just stick it in the ground next to your plant and it will support there. Or you could use a ruler or other materials. So get creative and support those plants.